Have you ever noticed how, by the end of the day, even the simplest choices feel exhausting? What to eat, whether to respond to a message, whether to work, or just lie down and do nothing. These are decisions you make every single day, and yet, some days, they feel impossible. You stare blankly at a screen. You scroll endlessly through apps. You avoid calls. You feel stuck. This isn't laziness. It's something else, something deeper. It's called mental fatigue, and it's quietly controlling how you think, how you feel, and how you live, more than you realize. So, what is mental fatigue really? It's not just feeling tired. It's not about sleep alone. Mental fatigue happens when your brain, like a battery, runs low on energy. Every time you make a decision, even a tiny one, it drains a bit of that energy. What to wear, what to say, what to ignore, what to prioritize. You're making hundreds, sometimes thousands of micro decisions per day. Eventually, your brain can't keep up. It slows down. You begin to feel overwhelmed by the smallest tasks. You can't focus. You lose your motivation. You stop caring. This state is often referred to as decision fatigue, and it's very real. In fact, studies show that judges, yes, trained professionals, are more likely to deny parole later in the day. Why? Because their brains are tired. Their decisions suffer. Let's go deeper. How does your brain actually get tired? There's a part of your brain called the prefrontal cortex. It's the CEO of your mind. It helps you make decisions, control impulses, and stay on task. But like any executive, it can only work so long without rest. Each notification you see, each message you read, each tab you open, it all requires processing power. Your brain has to decide what to pay attention to, what to ignore, how to respond. Multitasking makes it worse. Every time you switch from one thing to another, you burn more fuel. And eventually, the prefrontal cortex starts to shut down. You become reactive instead of reflective. You reach for junk food instead of cooking. You scroll social media instead of doing what matters. You know what you should be doing, but you can't do it. That's mental fatigue in action. Here's the tricky part. You might not even notice it happening because it doesn't feel like burnout. It's quieter than that. But here are some signs your brain is worn down. You struggle to make even simple decisions. You feel unmotivated, even after a full night's sleep. You're more irritable or sensitive than usual. You avoid tasks that require thinking or planning. You rely on autopilot, doing the easiest thing, not the best thing. And you spend more time distracting yourself than doing what matters. If this sounds familiar, your brain isn't broken. It's just exhausted, and it's asking you for help. So, how do you restore mental energy? How do you take back control? The good news? You don't need a vacation or a complete life overhaul. You need smarter energy habits. Here are a few that really work. 1. Reduce unnecessary choices. Try eating similar meals during the week. Limit what's in your closet. Use routines. Fewer small decisions equals more power for big ones. 2. Work with your brain's natural rhythm. Do your most demanding tasks in the morning when your energy is highest. 3. Use the Pomodoro technique. 25 minutes of focused work, followed by a 5-minute break. It resets your mind like magic. 4. Silence your digital world. Every ping, buzz, and banner steals your focus. Turn off notifications. Check things on your terms. 5. Take real breaks. Not scrolling, not multitasking, real breaks, a short walk, a deep breath, a moment of stillness. And finally, stop expecting yourself to be perfect. Mental energy is limited. That's not weakness. That's biology. Here's the deeper truth. Mental fatigue isn't the enemy. It's a message. It's your brain saying, please take care of me. And when you learn to listen to that message without guilt, you begin to change. Maybe you go for a walk. Maybe you drink water before coffee. Maybe you journal. Maybe you pause. You don't have to fix everything. You just have to be gentle with your mind. Because your brain isn't a machine. It's more like a garden. And when you nourish it, protect it, and give it sunlight, it thrives. So, let today be the start of something small but meaningful. Say no to something that drains you. Say yes to something that restores you. Close a tab. Turn off a notification. Take a breath. Mental clarity isn't about doing more. It's about choosing less and choosing well. Thanks for being here. And don't forget to take care of your mind. It's the only one you've got.